god.
What happened? What happened? Well, hello there, everyone. My name is Jumar Matis, and welcome back to a video. I know it's been like 6 million trillion years since I have posted one, but here I am doing a mukbang. I am with two very special people. Who are you both, and what are your guys' names?
I'm Jumar's friend. My name's Crisha. My name is Erin.
Okay. So, to start mukbang, we got Chick-fil-A because we're basic Californians.
This one's Crisha. Ooh.
Oh my god!
Wait,
oh my god,
what?
this sauces.
Oh, I like the purple one. Why do these all say deluxe?
Oh my god, everything's deluxe.
I did not order. Oh no, they messed up our order.
Oh heck no.
They did.
Oh, separate.
Yeah, my little chicken nuggets.
Are they serious? Dude, these are all. Damn.
They're all what?
They're all deluxe.
Oh, that means they're all spicy.
This is with pepper. Damn, I don't eat cheese.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
You can't remove it or anything?
I'll try. Dude, what the hell? Chick-fil-A?
When we're like waiting for this long freaking time. Oh, that's your side.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Look at your little
sorry.
ass bun.
Ew.
Mine is like that too. Look at Crisha's. It's perfect.
And then mine is. I don't know if it's not. Okay.
I'm gonna stay awake. I can get high from this. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Oops.
Damn. Showing your true colors. Oh my
That's
god,
all
since
cool.
this is spicy. Oh,
It's
It's
all
cold. Yeah.
I'm microwaving.
Wait, share with me and put it in like my tail. Okay.
That freaking piece of cheese looks like a
Oh,
dirty
yeah.
paper
Wow.
towel.
No, it reminds me of Diary of the Wimpy Kid. The
Ew, the cheese. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh yeah, we didn't introduce your dogs. I can't see them.
Yeah, they're too short.
Is it charging?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have Card Against Humanity?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh my god, that'd be fun.
Okay, what do you do on the Jumanji board? Is it just the same concept?
Mm-hmm. It's the exact same thing except for it's a lot of like rolling the dice. But like each person has to roll and try and save you.
Mm.
It's pretty fun.
You watched the recent movie, right?
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
I think I only watched like the last part of it because my parents ended up buying the movie.
Did your bun expand?
Yes. Oh, that's hot. Whew.
He just actually just switched them. That's why his bun looks better.
I wouldn't have done that. But I'm so nice.
It looks a lot better. It does, huh? It like came back to life. Like, look at mine compared to yours.
You just show it. Like,
Mmm.
Mine just looks sad.
no, you should introduce your Taco Bell. What you got?
Oh. So, I've never ordered Taco Bell ever, but since this is my first time ordering it, I got the mainstream orders, the crunchy taco, apparently. I don't know what else I ordered. I think I ordered a soft taco with chicken, apparently. What is this? What did a steak burrito, I think? I don't know. Okay, I think that's mine. I ordered two. Yeah, this one's mine too.
You don't even know what you ordered.
Yeah, I don't know. Yay for Taco Bell.
And next order is coming up. It should be coming up now. Oops.
Oh yeah, salt chocolate.
Every sauce, please.
Me.
Yeah, it doesn't even say.
I like to be diverse.
One each.
Well,
One of each sauce.
I don't like spicy food, but it's Chick-fil-A.
Hey Harlow,
It doesn't
can I
taste
have
that spicy.
space?
Actually, the cheese on that is spicy cheese.
It's I think the
It's
cheese.
pepper jack. Does it taste good to you?
Oh.
Just kick her out.
Bye bye.
You just see her fly across the frame.
Bye-bye.
Was
Go
this
on.
someone's water?
It was yours.
Oh.
Mm.
Is
Ew.
it good?
Mm.
That microwave.
Okay, we get it. You're trying to pretend it's someone from that store from the mall.
Oh my god, stop!
Anyways, just to catch you guys up for why I haven't been making any videos within the 6 months of my absence. I've been kind of busy with life and college and stuff, and like, yeah. But I feel like from this moment in my life, there might be some sort of turning point that I'm going to start being active and make more videos. So, anyways,
What is that? Is that like you've just been busy with the or like have you just been like lost motivation to make videos?
oh shoot, this just got dark. It's kind of been a bit both. Like I've been busy with like college and then friends and other schedule planning, but there has been some moments where I've lost like ideas of making videos. I'm like, what's a good idea to make a video? I can't come up with anything, but I'm starting to be creative again. So, yeah.
Mm.
Ew.
Damn, Crisha. It's just all Crisha.
I'm about to-
No, because I heard the noise. I'm like,
You're saying to that noise. Oh my god. Anyways, let's talk about. Okay, let's be serious. Let's talk about.
Oh,
Exes.
too bad I didn't have like
Exes.
mood lighting.
Yeah.
Like it's all dark.
He'll do the filtering and the editing.
Let's talk about exes.
Oh no. Why do you go
I
straight
never
to
had
them?
an ex.
What?
Brandon's my first boyfriend.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, that's very committed. Oh my god, you guys are absolutely goals. I have 3.
3 exes?
Yeah.
I only know about 1 ex.
Well, technically, me and him, we never dated. He was just
Yeah, but he was like.
he was a big let-on. He was,
Yeah.
yeah, he was messed up. Yeah, freaking Jose. He's freaking messed up.
Wait, does he know that you're German?
Huh?
Does he know he's German?
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh, well,
So-
fuck you, Jose.
Oh.
Fuck you, Jose. But yeah, wow, very committed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
When did you decide he was the one?
I think the long distance is what made me know he was the one. Cause like, because like you don't, because we moved. So I stayed in South Carolina. He went to Washington. So we already had like a 3-hour time difference. So it was already hard to keep in contact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously there was distance, so we wouldn't see each other. And so like I knew I wanted to, like, he was the one when, even despite the distance, like I still wanted to make it work. Like I still didn't want to be with anyone else, cause like it's very easy to be like, dude, like we're fucking on opposite sides of America, like let's just call it quits, like it's not working out. But we still wanted to like figure out how to make it work. So yeah, that's how I knew. That's how I knew I loved him.
Okay.
your turn.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, like, I never really had a boyfriend. It was more just like I dated someone for a few months and then it just didn't work out. It's either me being disinterested or it's the person who's just like, oh, let's call it quits, you know? Just out of the, I don't know, not out of the blue, but more of like, it's just like, it's over text. And I'm like, okay, you can't even tell me in person, you know? So, you know, I think I had 3 that I dated people.
Damn.
You said 3 too.
I know.
Yeah, but like, I thought you only have 1.
Oh my god, that hurt. But yeah, they were just 2 of them were in high school, and then the other one was kind of long distance, but you know, I don't know. Their reason for liking me was just like, oh, cause you're cute. I'm just like, is that all? It's like, what else do you want me to say? And like, in my sleep, I was like, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So yeah, like, I did go on some like fun dates, but like those dates don't last. So, but yeah, but you know, there's been this one thing where I'm just like, I really tried on this one dude so hard, and like he was just, man, I just want to roast it so bad, but basically he was very clueless on things such as like liking somebody, you know, in that way. And
like you had to be so upfront with him about your feelings for him to fucking like.
Yeah, I even told him like up there.
Are we not supposed to cuss in this video? Because you have a lot of bleep.
It's a mukbang.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Unfiltered.
Okay.
But yeah, I straight up told him about it, and I told him, you know, I love you kind of thing. And then the response he gave me was the most heartbreaking, because he just looked at me and he's like, okay. And I'm just like, oh, okay then. And so like,
what the?
and no, I'd known him for 2 years.
Oh, you guys were friends for 2 years.
We were friends in 2 years. Like, I really wanted to get to know him, and I did. You know, we talked late at night, and he would take me places, I would take him places, and like came to the point where, you know, I felt like the point that he like friend zoned me over the phone, it kind of just like, man, now all I think about those like trips with you, like SeaWorld or like Aquatica or like 4th of July, it's just all just friends, like the holding hands and like hugging so much, and like It was
See, but
just-
that's not friend
yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Who
Mhm.
holds hands with their friends?
Yeah, like it'd
Yeah.
be different if. Okay, it'd be different if you were just like fucking naive to everything and he was inviting you to like the beach as a friend,
Mhm.
which is cool. Like you can do that, but don't hold hands
I know.
and fucking do these long ass hugs and like be flirty and be like there's obviously things that like happened that made you feel a certain way that
Yeah.
he liked you back.
And that's how I felt like the whole 2 years. I was like, oh, maybe he's like interested in me or something. But
Yeah, because
When-
of what he's doing. Like,
yeah, but if I ever touched the subject to him about like, hey, what do you think of me and stuff, he would usually just avoid it.
What?
but like, why? I don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I asked his friends a bunch of times, like, why does he like to conceal his feelings a lot? He's like, oh, he's just a clueless guy, you know. He's never really dated anyone, so. But I don't know, like, the funny part was that after he rejected me,
Did he get a girlfriend?
3 months later, he was like that, and I'm like, what the fuck? And you know, I think it was like after he graduated, and the last time I saw him was I like a few days before 4th of July, because I invited him to that this one area that was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like at the end of the night when the fireworks were like shooting up and stuff, like I started hiding my face because I knew that was gonna be the last time I was gonna see him. Because I even asked him too. I'm like, dude, is this the last time I'm gonna see you? And he's like, I think so. Like, like
Why? Why so
because
dramatic?
I don't know. Like, I was a sophomore back then, and he already graduated,
Mm.
and so like he couldn't really explain like, hey, I'm not gonna be there for you anymore, kind of thing.
What?
And so, yeah, and I had his stuff in my house, and basically after he rejected me, I kind of like hung up on him. I was like, I was so
That's
done.
mean.
And then he called me back. He's like, did I hang up on accident? And I'm like, no.
No.
It was just my phone got cut off. And then he's like, yeah, I know I've been telling you that I've been, what's it called? I would always tell him to pick up his stuff, but he was like, oh, later.
Yeah.
And then right when he just like rejected me, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go pick up my shorts now. I don't I even said it out loud. And then like he came back, and then he was like, I just gave it to him. I just stared at him, and he's like, okay, bye. And I'm like, okay. And like we have these reunions, like for my club. Like we met through a Pan Asian club, and
Wait, what is that?
Pan Asian club is like a Filipino culture dance club.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we met through that, and we would have reunions for like Christmas or like
That's
breaks
cool.
and stuff.
Mhm.
And he came to the last 2 of them. He would say hi to everyone else but me.
What?
So petty.
And I didn't want to come up to him and say hi, because I knew my friends knew my story with him and how like they'd be like, oh, you know, what's up between you two and stuff like that. I didn't want to do that kind of thing. It's just like it happens to me every time like I break up with someone. Like they'll say hi to all my friends but me.
Yeah.
And it's just so awkward, and I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I guess you're not gonna say hi to me, you know? But his friends say hi to me like it's nothing. I was like,
That's when you go up to him and you just say hi.
yeah, you know, I'm always like that type of person that's like, I like being the one that's approached, not being the approacher. But I guess like, you know, I should really stop doing that. But you know, like it was an experience. You know.
Yeah. Because this was your sophomore year?
Yeah, he was my first love.
Oh.
I know. And like it was.
Holy shit. Okay, wait. Sorry. So sophomore year is when everything went south, or when it began.
It began in end of freshman year, and then I knew him till my end of I was starting my junior year. So he was a junior when I was a freshman, and he was a senior when I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
So it was a 2-year difference, but I never thought about that process back then. I just thought oh, you're only 2 years older than me. That's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between you still being in high school and and that person still being in adult world now, it's kind of things change. So you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard recent news about his past, girlfriend, and one of his, I think, relatives posted I don't know, a year ago of him on his birthday or something, and the person was like, "Hey, happy birthday."
What?
You need to block that out. Oh shoot!
Did you know this
The
person?
competition show. Wait.
No, you don't know him.
Okay,
you don't know him, but I blurred out his real name.
Imagine if it was Junmar's ex, and then it was your ex, and then it all came to us.
I said,
Imagine.
No.
He's all in shock.
Well, basically, the post was that the relative said, "Oh, happy birthday. I'm sorry that you're depressed and miserable because your girlfriend broke up with you." She blasted on him on his birthday, thinking
Wait, who did?
I think one of the cousins.
Damn.
And I'm like, dude.
I'm sorry that your life sucks.
It's it'll become better, year after.
Holy shit. What are you doing, Jamar?
My camera was quaking. It was shook. It was shaky, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Through that whole thing?
Let's hope not. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, let's hope.
That was good.
Well,
I can't believe I said his name.
yeah,
I was like, I don't care anymore.
You gotta even blur her mouth because then they'll be.
I was like,
It'll be like,
beep. I was like,
beep.
but it's whatever. It took me quite a while to get over with because we weren't really in a relationship, but it still hurt,
Yeah. Is the dog?
When is the thing coming?
Oh my god, go hard though.
Oh, it's arriving soon.
You know what's crazy? I wonder if, cause we have a huge, well I guess it is pretty cute, a huge age difference.
Mhm.
I think, cause if that was freshman and sophomore year, you had to have been 14, 15 years old, huh?
Yeah.
See, I feel looking back at now, cause I'm 26. If I'm looking back at my 14, 15-year-old stuff, I don't even fucking remember all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, well, I remember, but it just doesn't matter to me. I don't know, stuff that happened, that went down when I was that young, seemed such a big deal then. But, now it's just, doesn't matter. So I wonder, once you guys get older, if you guys are gonna have, the same mindset, it's just not that big of a deal.
No, I mean, I hope I can feel that way when I'm at your age, but, I don't burn stuff what people give.
I hold them grudges.
No, I don't burn stuff what people give me, especially that person.
Yeah.
Make a burn book.
No, we used to take a lot of photos and stuff, and then
So you still have everything?
yeah, and I still have the gift that was kind of expensive because I don't want to say it, but
See, that's if you don't buy friends.
I know,
you're
gifts.
just friends. Why are you buying this chick? Not even you, just in general, a random fucking girl. Why are you buying her expensive gifts? Why are you giving her this much of your time? Like, why are you doing everything that would insinuate you as their boyfriend? And then nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you're selling this person the dream, and then you just bitched out at the end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she just literally said it in a sentence. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Boys are, I don't know. I can't even, like, boys always complicate, like, oh, I don't know what a girl's thinking in her mind.
Yeah.
And,
That's
like,
true.
like, her emotions and stuff. But, like, when it comes to boys, like, what is your motive? Like,
What
that's
is
what is your,
You don't know what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
but
like,
what is your motive?
Yeah.
For real, because you're acting a certain way. But
At
your
first,
motive,
I thought-
but your motive,
At first-
but your motive is just like, huh?
I thought you were going to say F-boy.
See, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, should I say that word? And then so I try to take it back and say good words.
Good words. Oh,
Oh, she's my delivery.
Phonics
my
here.
delivery.
Delivery. Oh my
Your
God.
turn, Junmar, to tell your.
Oh wait, I'll wait Crisha to come back.
Okay. What can we talk about while Crisha's gone?
Oh, let's talk about Crisha.
Let's
thanks.
talk about Crisha.
Wow, look at that MTV shirt.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but like, honestly, what I truly want to talk about is compare what you have now in California.
Mhm.
How was it different than your life in Seattle, like Washington?
Oh, I only lived there for 6 months.
Oh,
I
but like,
was only in Seattle for like 6. But you know what though? I just didn't vibe in Washington.
really?
Yeah,
Was
like
it like bold?
like what?
Like bold, like boring, plain.
Okay, like Washington, don't get me wrong, like it's so freaking pretty. Like especially if you like outdoors,
I love outdoors.
it's so pretty. But like I don't know, you just didn't vibe with the people. I guess I didn't vibe with the surroundings. Like I don't know, like Washington never felt like home. Even like I lived in South Carolina, and South Carolina felt more like home than Washington did, which was weird because I feel like, especially since it's West Coast, like I feel like I had a lot more in common with Washington than I
Yeah.
would South Carolina. But I don't know, Washington just never felt like home.
What about California?
Well, I'm from California, so,
Oh.
so it always felt like
Oh.
yeah, so it always felt like home to me.
I am back.
Yeah, like I don't know. I guess you just have more in common with I don't know, people from
California.
Yeah.
We're wild, we're gay, we're we're everything. We're so diverse.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's why I don't know, you just feel well, cuz I always like living here, like I always was like I need to get out of California. Like I want to move. I always wanted to move to freaking Alaska. Like I was like I want to move to Alaska. I want to be in the middle of nowhere and just
Me.
be like there. But I can't. Like that's not for me. Like I thought that's what I wanted, but
Until you like.
till you
experience-
actually like do it, it's like
No.
it just doesn't feel like home. I just vibe more with California, I guess. Leave it.
Damn, the competition.
Have you always felt like you go, Harlow? Leave it. When you gotta lock up the door. You love getting locked up.
Commercial break. Just mayo.
What's mayo? Here.
Oh, that's why you got your mayonnaise packet.
No, here's your burger, and here's mine. That's the sandwich. I got too much food.
You know what? We're gaining 10 pounds, but we're happy.
I think that's all, and I got 4 shakes.
And 4 shakes.
Yeah,
Holy
because they
shit.
didn't have the molten one. They're like, oh, we discontinued it, and I'm like,
What?
okay, then just
Molten?
give me
Oh,
the molten
chocolate
cake. And I'm like, okay, then give me another chocolate.
The chocolate.
But one of them is different. There's the one that has a float.
Yeah,
float?
it's this
Chocolate,
one.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys like floats.
Why are they all
What's
in different
flow?
sizes? Well, 2 are the same
Oh, I
size.
picked too small, too large.
Really?
Variety.
This is all trash.
So, should I start?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to name this person Robert. Okay.
Robert.
Okay. So, basically, I met this person through a game. Nerd. Yeah, you fellow nerd. I think it was 15 or 16 around this time. And we've been talking, and there was this
Wait, so you met him online?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this person, the owner of the game, was having this event where everyone just goes on a webcam and just listen to like the podcast made by the owner. Like everyone's just enjoying their time bonding. And I saw him join on webcam, and I was like, "Who is that guy?" I was
So
like,
you could see each other's faces?
yeah.
How many people were on there?
We were like 12, 15.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And I was like, who's that guy? And
Is
then
he a white guy?
he's British.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have a type.
I know, you have a type.
Anyways,
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
brown hair but blue eyes.
Oh, dang!
And nose piercing. But yeah.
You
I
do
was,
like that edge. Hold on. He always like has like the little bit of skater in them.
But yeah, I was talking to my other online friend. I was like, who is that guy? And they're like, oh, their name is Robert. I was like, ooh, okay. Introduce me to them. And they're like, sure. And then they were like,
confident.
hi, this is my friend Jumar. Jumar, this is my friend Robert. And I was like, hi. And then we've been talking for like a month or so, or a few weeks. I don't know. And then I guess I just developed feelings, and I was like, guys, should I tell him how I feel? I mean, it's almost Christmas. And then they were like, do it. It's a new year. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, hi, Robert. I've always like had some sort of attraction towards you. I just find you very sweet and like nice and friendly, and like you just make me warm inside. Like, I don't know, there's something about you that makes you different than any other guy I've ever met. And you just like make me feel loved. And they're like, honestly, I thought I was the only person who felt this way, and I'm glad that I didn't start flirting with you, because I didn't think that you had the same feelings as me to you. Like, I like you too, and ever since I was like, oh my god, oh, we both like each other. Does that mean we're
What's the next step?
yeah, what's the next step? And they were like, and then they asked me out, and they played the song. Okay, before I say the name of the song, you guys are going to be like, oh my god, so cliche, so basic. The song is called I'm Yours.
Oh my god.
And then to this current day, every time I hear that song, I'm like, turn that song off. Like, I'm like, I hate that song. Like, oh. But
Okay.
yeah, I was like, yes, of course. And it's been smooth, because it was 2017, summer was coming, and then yeah.
Holy shit, this was last year.
Yeah. And
This is a fresh wound.
yeah, fresh. And then they were telling me, yeah, I just got to tell you that I got this job during the summer. I'm a counselor. I teach kids like how to archer and stuff, and they gave me a website to their camp. And I'm like, oh my god, that's very sweet. And they sent like pictures of them like ziplining and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. But towards the end of summer, things just went downhill. He got like depressed, like, cause work is like too overwhelming. It's like taking too much time away from me, I guess. But I told him, hey, I don't care, like, if you're way too busy with work, as long as I have you, I'm fine. Like, take as much time as you want. Like, I'll always be there waiting for you. And they were like, honestly, I don't think I'm the right boyfriend for you. I think we should have a break, because I can't always be that type of person that would say, hey, good morning or good night, because I'm way too busy for work. And I'm like, okay, if you think that's best for us, then I guess we should have a break. And then I guess a week or two had passed, and I'm like, guys, I'm worried about Robert. Like, what should I do? And before this, Valentine's Day was coming up, and we both promised to get each other gifts on Valentine's, because we both never received anything on Valentine's Day.
So it was like your guys' first Valentine's
Yeah.
in general, and your first Valentine's Day together.
And you know me, I don't break my promises. And I was like, guys, maybe I should send him the Valentine's gift. I have him all planned. And they're like, yeah, you should. I feel like that'll make him a happy person. Because, like, my friends have been seeing him, like, all upset and, like, daily. And so my mom helped me plan out the gift. Like, we got the roses. We started putting the petals around. And then we shifted to the UK and stuff.
That shit ain't cheap.
Yeah.
That isn't.
And
that post is not
as
cheap.
soon he received the gift, I got a text message. She's like, hey, what's this about? And I'm like, oh, I promised you to send you something for Valentine's Day. And they're like, I honestly feel attacked right now. Like, you're forcing a decision on me, like, if we're a thing or not. And I'm like, no, I'm just following my promise that I made to you, that to show that, hey, I still care about you, I still love you, and like, I don't break my promises. And they're like, honestly, Jumar, I'm too, like, emotionally, like, destroyed right now. Like, I'm way too depressed, and I don't think I'm a relationship material and stuff, and I feel like we should just forget we ever met each other. And at the end, he was like, forget you ever met me, and forget all the memories we made. Yeah. And as soon as I got that message, I ran to my bed and I was like, I'm so broke. My friends ever broke up. And then I told my friend, Xander, I'm shouting you out. I don't care. I'm shouting you out. You too, Dylan. But they were telling me, hey, Juma, it was not your fault. You did not deserve that. You were trying to help him, and it was his fault for not, like, trying to see what you were trying to do for your guys' relationship. Like, you're the good person that came out of everything. And I'm like, I guess so, but maybe I shouldn't have sent him that. But they were like, but you promised him, and it's good that you always follow up your promises, because that makes you a good person. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And then after that, like, a week passed, Robert was spreading rumors about me that that made me seem like an asshole. Like, I was a mean person, and everyone was like, oh my god, look, it's Jumar.
Oh, they took his side?
Yeah, that messed up Robert. What a freaking ass. Like, I got snaps from people. They were like, you're such an asshole. And I'm like,
what? Did they say why?
For making Robert, like, feel so upset. And I'm like, what? Like, what did I do? Like, the promise? Like, how does giving someone a gift make someone upset? I don't know, but I moved on from that. And yeah, I had to be the stronger person from that situation. Honestly, I'm glad I'm out of that, but
Yeah.
I'm still
So extreme.
yeah.
Like, what the hell? That thing,
Yeah.
like, went so
I
extreme.
know.
Honestly, yeah. Freaking British people. No, I'm joking. I love you. I love you, Jay. I love you, Connor.
I wonder. Well, damn. Well, that's so hard to say anything because you don't want to, like. Because if he was depressed, like, you don't want to just,
Yeah.
like, take a shit on his depression and, like, make it seem not as serious as it is.
Yeah,
but
but just to
damn,
make
dude.
him-
Why'd you have to go so
Yeah.
crazy just because you sent him a gift?
Yeah. I just wanted to
Does he
make him
seem-
happy.
Yeah, it seemed like more of like an ego thing, like, oh, I told him I don't want to be with him, why is he sending me this? Like, made it seem like you're obsessed with him, when really, you
Just care for
understood,
him.
yeah, you
Yeah.
understood the situation, like, okay, fine, we're not gonna make it work, but you know what, I still care about you, and we did have this promise, and I just want to do something to make you happy.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just wanted to make you happy. Like, I just
Yeah,
wanted to
like-
give you some happiness, dude. Not freaking force my love on you. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, back to what you were saying about guys. They are assholes.
Well, why did technically say
But
that?
I'm a
I
guy,
get you, yeah.
but I'm only part girl. But there's two others. I don't know if you guys want to know about this story. One of them is so short.
Okay,
Okay, so second boyfriend.
Oh.
We started talking for like a week. He was having a vacation out in Paris or France or whatever, and then I was like, "Oh my god,
Was he
that's
international too, or was he from here?
international." I don't know. I'm a thing for Europeans. I don't know, but yeah, we dated for like a day or two.
Dang.
And then we broke up
Why?
because I don't want to say anything because I think they know my YouTube channel, but I'll just say this: they have this thing where they lose feelings like quickly, where
They get bored?
they can get bored or yeah. And then my third one, oh my god, so we've been dating for like almost 2 weeks. And he went to this festival with his family, and he was drinking, and he got drunk, and he sent one of my friends a nude.
He sent a dick pic?
Yeah,
You sound so serious.
and my friend told me what he did, and I'm like, you know what? It's not his fault. He was under the influence. Like, I forgive you. It's not your fault. But when I told my friends that, when they found out, they're like, "Juma, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid?" Even though he was
Freaking
under the
Juma,
influence, he
always
could like still
tryna-
freaking like control himself. And I'm like, maybe I'm way too forgiving.
You always, like, like, what is it called? Like, you always give the benefit of the doubt. Like, you always expect the best out of someone.
Yeah, because I don't.
That's
Like-
the opposite.
I don't like viewing people like by their negatives. I
Yeah.
always want to see the goodness from people.
Oh.
And after I told him, "Hey, I forgive you," he's like, "Yay, thank you so much." He went to my other friend, and he was sober, so he was not drunk.
Another dick pic?
No,
A
they
booty
were
pic?
role playing. He was like bend over dead.
Wait, but why was your friend responding to it?
No, because he liked him too.
No competition.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
like,
still friends with that person?
yeah, well, because at the end they told me everything, and they were like, "Jumar, I did not want to hide this from you because he was your boyfriend and you're my best friend, and you deserve to know what happened." And I'm like, Honestly,
If
thank
he
you
was
for-
your best friend, the moment that person freaking wrote him,
I don't
bend
know.
over daddy, he should have been like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm sending this to Junmar, you fucking hoe.
Honestly,
Not right. Oh yeah, daddy, I'll bend over. And like you shouldn't have went along with it.
honestly,
That's
we
not a
have a
good
rough
friend.
connection, but like, honestly, I don't. Maybe I'm way too nice.
You're way
I thought
too
your friend was
nice.
trying to be a spy and just act like it and just
No,
like,
no.
That friend wanted to bend over.
But like, no, yeah, maybe I'm way too nice, but
You
to this
are.
very day, we're good friends now, but I don't talk to my ex anymore. They're
You
freaking-
need that friend need to be your ex friend. That's not a good friend.
I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
I guess
they're-
when was this was probably 6 months ago.
probably 8 or yeah.
They have not changed. They have not changed.
I don't know why do I always fall for the bad guy.
Wait, were they the same age as you?
You were
They-
I thought you were friends with younger people.
No, well, yes, but I would never date them.
No, but never mind.
Are you saying the friend that the snake friend? Like how old is the snake friend?
Yeah.
How old's your snake friend?
They're 17. They're almost 18.
They're old enough to know that they're being
Yeah.
fucked up. For real? That's
You're too
so
I
funny.
think
Imagine if Crisha told you that story. You wouldn't tell Crisha to still be friends with her? Like if like
no, I would.
you would tell Crisha to still be friends with okay, so say Crisha has a boyfriend. This boyfriend writes Crisha's best friend and is like, oh, like, I'm thinking of you, like, I want to have sex with you, like, all this shit, and then the friend's like, oh, me too, like, I want to have sex with you too, and then weeks later, Crisha, I have something to tell you, I feel really bad, because I should feel bad, because I'm a fucking
Just